Subject-verb agreement. A verb agrees with its subject in number and in person. Here are the rules of agreement of subject and verb.
Okay, it says here try and learn. Examples. What I read in the second slide. A myth is a form of a narrative. Myths explain cultural practices. Okay, observe the sentences. Now, rule number 1. Don't forget the previous slide. A singular subject takes a singular verb.
And a plural subject takes a plural verb.
What does it mean? Let's take this example. Number 1. Aponitulao live at the top of the mountain. That is the number 1. When we say that the subject must be singular and the verb is also singular or the predicate, in this sentence number 1, the subject, what is being talked about in the sentence is Aponitulao. I know you remember the story about this. Aponitulao is only one person. If it is one person, that is singular. Our subject is singular. Now, what is the verb? Lives or live? Right? It's a misconception. This is a common error with especially in the English grammar, subject and verb agreement. We thought if the verb has s, it is plural, and if there's no s, it's not plural, it's singular. We are very wrong to that. Okay, please remember the s form of the verbs. The s form is a singular form of the verb. It's different in the nouns or in the subjects. So in this case number 1, the subject is lives. Aponitulao, one person, lives, singular. The verb is singular at the top of the mountain. So number 1, the answer is lives. Okay. So try to answer, not only my students, but whoever will view this video, you can answer 2, 3, 4, and 5 for your practice of this rule number 1, subject-verb agreement. All right, let's move on.